welcome along everyone to the 11th round of the RFC Division 2 Championship. Closing towards the end of the season now, of course. We still have that championship fight between Paulo and Smith. And you join us today for a sprint race around Brazil, which is great, of course. We have had one here, I believe, last season as well. And now, of course, returning this season again for a sprint. Div 3 was chaotic, to say the least. So hopefully we have a lot more of a calmer race. I was pretty much in bed about 2 minutes before the lobby was supposed to start. So that's about 6:58. So I am really looking forward to this this stream. I would much rather be asleep. But it wouldn't be an RFC stream if I didn't want to kill myself the entire time. Right, we are watching Riley. He's on a bit of a slow lap in that second sector. I thought he was on a lap, but yep, currently in P7. He comes into the pits. I believe there is rain actually coming down at the moment. Not even sure. Yeah, in the next 10 minutes. Okay, maybe I was just seeing things. I don't know. Just looks. Yeah, the rain is coming down. Okay, right. I'm not stupid. And we have got 4 minutes left because it took people a while to sort their telemetries. But here we are. And he's not on a lap. There are... Oh, okay. We have a new... Okay, I literally copied his thing. That is not his name. So we'll try and sort that really quick before. We are coming into the final kind of couple minutes of qualifying. I will just very, very quickly. Sorry about this. He put a single thing wrong. That was the problem. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left of the session. Of course, short quali this time because of the nature of the race and the fact that we don't want to be here for the rest of our lives. So a lot of people are starting to do their start to think about their final runs. A lot of people retiring because the rain is coming down a little bit here, and there is just no point in setting a lap when the rain starts. Nathan up in P4. This guy was Div 3 last week, so might have to ban him for sandbagging. Racing Bulls try not to sign sandbaggers. A lot of people now in the pits and retiring, so I've got a feeling that we are going to be seeing Van der Sant come in as well and retire as well. I said as well like 3 times there. As Marley comes into pits, yeah. Right, well, Paulo's got pole, so that's pole for the sprint race. Of course, we pretty much missed half the session, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Hearing numbers were low from someone who set up the lobby when we have 20 drivers here. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the numbers look low from the attendance, but oh well. Well, what a great session. We've got 1 minute 20 of nothing. We will not see any drivers do a lap. Yeah, I mean, just want to finish. I just want to finish, to be honest. I just want to be in bed. But hey, that's why we play the game. Oh, dear. I'm getting an ad on my, as I'm trying to watch the stream to make sure everything's okay. I hate this. What a session this is, guys. I mean... Your favourite streamer, and he's silent. Every single driver is in the pits. Got about 20 seconds left until this session finishes. We'll put the little pole position for the sprint up. There you are, Paulo with a great lap. Finlay Smith in second place. Of course, the championship rivals next to each other on the grid for the sprint race. Of course, there's only about 12 laps in the sprint, and then we head on to the main event. But there you are. We have finished that session. Thank goodness. Again, like I say, Nathan was in Div 3 the other day, so that's very funny. The two Williams are P19 and P20. That is insane. um, I mean, yeah, they may be out of financial trouble, so to say, but they're still having a honking season, aren't they? Hi, Martin. How are you doing, my buddy? Someone said to me that I should either start streaming, what was it, Sea of Thieves, I think, or make YouTube channel, like make YouTube content. I really don't want to do that, but I just think it'd be kind of fire. I'll hire Mons as like my editor. I'll just be like, yeah, Mons, just like make this good. Hi, Azur, my goat. Obviously, you're talking to Martin, but we respect Azur. What boring start to the stream, guys. Really sorry. How I don't fucking know. Let's try and think of some random stuff. What's everyone's weekend plans looking like? Come on, gang. Let's get some interesting plans. Gang, we're gonna get something like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit my dog. That is not a, what the fuck? I need sleep. Work today was low-key the deadest thing ever. I don't think I actually did anything. I think I just sat there and was like, I'll just look busy. And I did that for like 7 hours. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I did all my work in the first like 2 hours. Yeah, kind of peak. That's what happens when you're an accountant, I guess. We are still not going, so this is extremely boring for everybody involved. Right. I'm going to be missing the traitors as well, which is going to be so sad. Yippee! We're starting. Okay, well, we're starting a formation lap. Right, let's see. A little bit of variation between the mediums and the hards. I think last... Right, nice one, Poulet, mate. That is not the line. I think last time out in Div 3, there was an issue with tyre wear, and I think I've raced here before, and the tyre wear can be a bit bad on the mediums. So I think that's why a lot of people have like opted for the hards as well. We could see a lot of people hop up the order from this strategy. Both Red Bulls going for that strat, both Mercedes, both McLaren, and both Hasses. No individuals actually going for that. That's quite interesting, actually. That's kind of cool. Thank you F1 Game for telling us the strategies. If anyone's making a pit stop in a sprint race, that's crazy. But Poulet leads us all round through the second sector. Him and Finlay Smith really pulled away from the rest of the pack. Maybe we'll want to slow down a little bit and warm up their tyres. Of course, on the hards, they're going to have a worse start than the medium runners. And when they've got a medium runner in 4th and 5th, they've got to be careful that they don't get jumps. Luckily, they've got, you know, Salu as kind of like I don't know, just a bit of a hold up, a little barrier in between them. And we'll see how this race plays out. Of course, just a sprint race, so it's only worth a maximum of 8 points for the Drivers' Championship. But with it heating up a little bit, those 8 points are vital. But we are now getting ready. Nice one, Brian, for getting disqualified there. As we get ready to start. As there are 5 red lights. And we are underway for the sprint race. The Alpine further back getting a good start. Poulet seems to have got the better start out of the two. Covers off Finlay Smith really well, trying to push him into his teammates. Further back there's a Sauber that just goes straight on in the background there. You see him in the distance with the wing damage. But still Poulet in the lead, followed by Finlay Smith. Tries to cover across to defend from Finlay Smith. Smith under pressure from Salu, but just can't make that move stick as Nathan under pressure from Wagner. Wagner makes his move up into P4 now in the Ferrari. As further back there's a Mercedes running a little bit wide as Nathan trying to hold it down the inside of Wagner. Is he going to be able to make the move stick into turn 8? He does. And Wagner going to have to concede the position there and head back down to P5. As it's all quiet out front of these guys, as behind as well that Sauber again having a spin. I'm not sure who that Sauber is because apparently Sauber's a P14, P15. That is not true. We need to just have a little quick refresh. There you go. As Wagner still stuck behind Nathan, but that was a great start from the Racing Bulls driver, to be fair, to get up into P4 early on. As there's yellow flags again, as further behind Ethan Taylor is round in a wall, and that is his sprint race pretty much finished, really, in this early stage. But we'll head back up to the front as Nico making a move on Van der Sar. He does move up into P7 on those hard tyres. As further back, there's a spin, and that's Marley and the Sauber, sorry, of I believe that's Ryan making mistakes further back as the two Hasses are swapping round. Sprint race is very chaotic at the moment. Trying to find places to focus. And it seems that Adam Locke is putting a little bit of pressure at the moment on Skunker, who's had a great start up into P12 from the back row. And Locke struggling to find a move round the Williams driver. And the two Hasses patiently waiting as Poulet sets the fastest second sector. He's looking very quick today at the moment in this early phase, but now when the DRS is active, Finlay Smith is going to have a great chance as he gets the fastest lap, instantly beaten by Wagner on those mediums. But Smith very much closing behind Poulet in a good window here for a potential move down in towards turn 4. Don't think it's going to be this lap. Wagner is sat behind as well, waiting to try and pounce on Salu as well. But it's all quiet at the moment, and they stay as they are. This top 7 pulling away a little bit from the rest of the fields. And it's all starting to calm down a little bit here as you watch on board with Finlay Smith through the middle sector. And there's another yellow flag, and that's one of the Hasses. It's Adam Locke spinning round. He was behind Skunker, maybe a little bit of a move between those two drivers, pushing Adam Locke down into P17 with no front wing as well. That really messes up the swing of things as we look on with Wagner, who is tucked up right behind Salu. Halal, fuck off me. As further up front, Smith makes a move for the lead, gets past Poulet, and Poulet now needs to try and make a move stick into turn 4, but he won't have DRS down this straight. He will, sorry. Don't know where the activation point was. Had to take a punt there. And Smith now takes the lead away from Poulet. That is a right kick in the teeth for him as Adam retires from this sprint race. Just further behind, there's a few moves being made into turn 4. Turn 4 seeming like a real hot spot at the moment for overtakes, as Poulet is going to need to try and catch a little bit up to Smith out in front. Wagner at the moment looking probably in the strongest position where he can just sit on these mediums, as Ethan Taylor's got the fastest lap, of course he has. On those soft tyres, I guess just go for a punt at this point. You're not going to get any points. You may as well have some fun. As further behind, Tazeo going side by side with his teammate there, and letting I believe that's level. I'm not really sure. I think that's how you say it. Level past and instantly gets past him. So the two Red Bulls working together for 1 point at the moment. That's what the two Red Bulls are fighting. And out in front, you've still got this huge fight as Wagner tries to maybe just show Salu that he's still there, very much tucked up behind. Same with Paulo on Smith as well. Maybe just biding their time, not using their tyres now, and waiting for a better opportunity later down the line. Of course, lap 5 out of 12 at the moment. And we just need something to happen. We'll look at Tezza as he's going to lunge it down the inside of Van der Sant, sorry. That was a great move from the Ferrari driver. Starting to show something from Ferrari. As Ferrari currently sat in P4 in this race, of course. Div 2, they are doing okay. It's Div 1 where they are really struggling. And we look as Paulo, is he going to be able to make the same move as Finlay Smith made on him? He's not going to be able to, maybe biding his time. As I said, just waiting for the right move. He'll have a good chance down into turn number 4. Deactivates DRS. Finlay Smith running a little low on ERS as he pulls to the right hand side. Is he able to make the move? No. And kind of turns in a little bit on Finlay Smith's rear tyre. And he's not able to make the move this time around. And he just has to wait and give it some time before he can make a fully good move, I guess. As it's very much a train in this second sector. As further back, I think there may be a move lower down, but we'll skip that for now. As we focus in on... Oh my god. A little bit of lag there. I thought Paulo was having an issue. I'm not even sure. I don't really know why I've skipped to this fight there. We skipped to a random Sauber and Alpine, and then the Alpines made sort of mistake further behind. It wasn't even an overtake from the top 7, so that's great. Riley actually sticking with this top 7 very nicely, doing very well in that Alpine. Of course, on the medium tyres, can have a good chance on Nico, but just can't close in enough. Maybe it's just the Alpine, as Paulo is tucked right up behind Finlay Smith at the moment. It's very close. As Tezza there gets a 3 seconds. That's going to drop him 1 place, but he's outside the points at the moment. And, well, this will not really affect the championship that much with just the 1 point. As Marley there on the exit in Sector 2, I think has had a big moment and is out of the race now. So I think that's a big crash for Marley. And, well, it's cleared straight away, and we don't need a safety car or anything. We are back crazy. I mean, there's 4 laps left, so we wouldn't have a safety car anyway. But yep, as at the moment, it's been a very calm race at the front. I think we'll have a little look at the tyre wear, see how that's doing. Everyone's completely fine. I mean, we are seeing a normal race here. I think Div 3 are just weird. There's a little mistake there from Paulo, putting him a little bit under threat from Salu. And, I mean, if you think about the championship fight, Salu should stay behind and accept a 3rd place. However, it's a very well-known McLaren thing in the RFC to just let them race. So, we'll see what happens. Helaus engineering another team is so crazy, to be fair. Paulo got pole, Nightowl. Right, Helaus is banned. And, Poulet going for a late move there on Smith. I didn't think that move was on, to be honest. I thought they were going to follow again, but no, that's a very late move from him to try and get the move. And now he is tucked right up behind. He's going to pull to the right-hand side of the car, of course, not mine, not our right. And he's got a better exit out of turn 5 and a little bit of weaving there from Smith to try and defend. It's all clean and tidy, and Finlay Smith very much was on the ropes there. And Poulet will need to try again next lap. But that move came out of nowhere. I didn't even see it coming. And suddenly... That was close between the two championship rivals. And this lap, it's not seeming as close as after that sort of, you know, tussle. They've kind of slowed down a little bit, so aren't on each other's gearboxes this time. As Nico there gets up into P5, makes the move past Nathan. And doing a great job for the Mercedes team at the moment with a P1 and a P5 that will really help their championship fights. And what will also help a championship fight is an Alpine going past Nathan there. Riley up into P6. And Nathan's going to try and get the switch back. They're going to be side by side. They're slowing each other down, but it doesn't matter. They are a sealed P6 and P7. Shut up. And Riley there gets the move done and moves up into P6. That was a great move from him. And Nathan somehow going from P5 to P7 in just the space of pretty much about a sector. That is very, very unlucky. As we're heading on to the penultimate lap now. Poulet, in all of that, took the lead. I was too busy watching everywhere else. But Poulet has taken the lead now. And Salu looking like he's trying to pressurise Smith a little bit more, but he's got a horrible exit out of turn 2 and into turn 3. That was a horrible corner. And he's now let off the pressure on Finlay Smith. Smith now has one more lap. And Poulet, a little mistake there. I'm not sure if that's just lag. It seems like it's lag. And I think Smith has one more lap now to try and get back past Poulet. I'm really sorry that I missed the move for the lead. That is completely on me. But Riley and Nico were having a good fight, and I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. And we're heading now through the second sector for the penultimate time. Is Smith going to be able to make a move and stick close enough to Poulet as they head round the final braking zone corner towards this then flat out sector 3? And he's about 6.5 tenths down at the moment. I think it may be a little bit too much to try and salvage a move on Poulet, but he's going to try anyway as we head on to the final lap. Is Smith going to make the move down the inside? No, he's not. Not into turn 1. He's going to need to try and set up a move, though, through towards turn 4. Let's see the exit of turn 3. Finlay Smith's got a good one. He's very close, 3 tenths, as Poulet tries to defend the inside for this corner. Smith, going to try and pull around the outside there side by side. Is Smith going to be able to hold it? Poulet's run off the track. Smith's run off the track. Smith gets past. Is he going to be able... He should be giving that back because he did run wide. He stayed ahead at the moment. And there you go. He's now letting pass, but he's not going to make it easy as well. He's going to try and fight him back. Poulet and Smith side by side. The two championship rivals. Poulet forces Smith on the grass, and that's going to put him under pressure from Salu as he almost slides through the corner after a little bit of contact. And Salu now has got up into P2. That was crazy from Poulet. A little shove wide on Finlay Smith. Finlay Smith is now going to have to try and bolt to the line is probably a better way, and get past Salu, Jesus Christ, but he's not going to. Poulet there wins the sprint race in a controversial fashion there. I mean, that was hectic between the two championship rivals, and that is really showing that there is a slight rivalry there. And that is crazy. Wagner there up in P4, Nico P5, Riley P6, Nathan in P7 and Tazeo there comes home in P8, the final points playing positions. That was an ending, to say the least. I'm not sure about most of that. That was very aggressive from both drivers, and I think that for that is, well, that was a very intense sprint race there. So we wait for Ethan to finally finish the line, come across the line. And there we go. Okay, sprint race is all done and dusted. We'll have a little look. Paulo and Salu taking home another McLaren 1-2. Of course, in a bit of a strange fashion. I'm sure we'll see what happens at the end of the race. I'm sure there'll be some clips sent the FIA's way. Sorry guys, I forgot race director. James is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm not as late as Rio Harris was yesterday, so it's fine.
Yeah, gang. He was a little bit late.
Yeah, my bad, okay. I was ready before the sprint, midway through the sprint, but I didn't want to interrupt.
That's probably a smart idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly head to the toilet in a minute, so I'll just
Okay, good boy.
cool. Alright, have
Okay,
fun.
welcome to qualifying for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Just seen the sprint. Just seen the McLarens get a 1-2, so not too bad for them. But I don't really know. How else get a grip? Serve that. No one's coming out yet. Nope. Two people are out, one of which is the Racing Bulls, and the other one is the Alpine of Mali. I don't know the Racing Bull's full name. You right, Martin, mate? What'd you say thanks for? I am tough. I don't really know what to say. We're watching an Alpine starting a lap. I am tough for doing that, mate. You're not coming on comms, mate. No one wants to hear your ugly voice. People's ears will die.
Boom.
Hello. Yeah.
Was Marley the first one?
Edward gets it. No.
It was Nathan.
Core. Yeah, that one guy.
Nathan was in Div 3,
Corcoran.
mate. He was in Div 3 last week.
Yeah, and I still didn't say his name.
Corcoran.
Corcoran.
Commentator's lap, buddy.
As well, mate. Williams are nowhere near bankruptcy anymore. Love you, Edward.
This guy's just talking to the chat.
Yeah. Just keeping the chat happy. You should be commentating on this.
I told YouTube and you didn't.
Well, here he comes to finish off the second sector. It's going to be purple. As we know, it's a 52.3 overall so far. Coming round the final few corners into the DRS detection point. Now, coming around the final few kinks into the DRS. DRS is open to the line. It's going to be in the 7s. It's going to be in the 8s, sorry. It's a 1:8.4. Quite a slow lap time, but it is a banker, as we know. There you go.
Fire. Marley heads up into second on the hard tyres, so a little bit slower. As level now, coming towards the line, and comes across up into P2. So definitely some improvement there. Give me a second. I thought I got their name right, but I didn't.
Salu goes to the top of the timing.
Oh, they put caps. They put caps.
Oh, come on, Eagle.
Yep, as Salu, yep, as you said, tops. Vortex up into P5. Good luck from him. Tezza
And
is
the V-Cab
invalid.
as well, lol.
Riley, or Skunker. No, it'll be Riley. Fuck. Jesus Christ. We'll stick
Eagle,
with Riley.
you've been told to ban the V-Cab as well. By Martin, because he owns the league. Love you, Edward.
Right. As Riley crosses the line, he can only go P5 on that first lap. Of course, maybe a slow lap. Who knows? And the next across the line is going to be level again. Is he going to be doing another lap? Not sure. Wagner crossing the line, stays out. Nice one. And he can only go P2. Behind Salu, I say only, goes up into P2. Behind Salu, but still a great lap from him. As next across the line is going to be, I don't even know. Skunker there goes up into P8. As level sets a fastest sector 1. And we are watching Daniel Barker here, who is currently there. What am I saying? As Adam there goes up into P6. A good lap from him. Tezza can only go P9. And Daniel Barker just goes behind him in P10. Now, we're going to have a little watch at level, because he was on a great first sector, which has been beaten by Salu. And he's about 4.5 tenths down at the moment in the second sector. So I'll put him around third place to fourth, as Nathan goes up into P3. Nathan was P3, sorry. I've just realised that Nathan's P3. My bad, my bad. As he now swaps and level goes up into P3. Any P3s? Oh, and then spins straight after. Fair enough. I believe his teammate is now. Yeah, I think his teammate's now on the lap straight after.
He's reset to track.
As Nico now is rounding through the final part of his lap. We'll see where he can go. A decent sprint race for himself. He'll be happy with it. And comes towards the line as Salu improves on his lap. Nico goes up into P3.
Poulet's on a lap. We can watch the guy that's invalidated, yeah. Go on, Eagle. Here we go, through turn 9 into turn 10 we go now with the silver McLaren. Coming through turn 11. We're hoping it's a good lap. We've not got the lap time at the bottom.
Oh, whoops, sorry, I thought I had it on.
Turned it off, mate. It's purple in sector 1, green in sector 2, so someone's managed to find a bit more time on him in sector 2, but here he comes, around the final kink, to the line, he's going to be in the 7th, it's a 7.6, great lap from him, a 10th and a bit ahead of his teammate. There's an invalidated Aston Martin. So we'll have a look at Finlay Smith, who's on his lap, going to try and contest Poulet at the top. He seems to be a bit slower in qualifying than Poulet. But he'll be hoping to take a provisional pole here, because he's purple in sector 2. Poulet still has purple sector 1. As we come around the final kink, Here comes the Mercedes to the line. He goes third. 2 tenths exactly off the win.
I think he would have wanted a little bit more than that, maybe. Try and get on the front row with his championship rival. But ever still, it's a good lap.
It's maybe showing that his car's a bit more suited for the corners than the straights. Because he was fastest in the second sector.
Is that Ragnar? Is he on a lap? No. Sorry, just trying to find out who's actually on a lap. At the moment, not many people. We'll watch on board with Ethan Taylor. He is on a slow lap, I feel. Watch with Daniel Barker. We'll get one eventually. I think he's on a slow lap as well. He's on a slow lap. Jesus Christ, lads.
Willie.
Watch Ryan as he starts his lap in his debut
But Williams.
for the Sauber team. Nah, we'll watch Ryan.
It's Rian.
It's Ryan.
It's a Welsh name. His Welsh name is Rian.
He told me how to say it.
Well, he can't spell. He can't say his own name. Nice.
Ah, yeah, okay, because you're always right. Yep, that is just how it is. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Rian, mate. James has actually said your name is not said how you said it was, so...
Good lad, Eagle.
Good boy. As we watch on, of course, making his debut in and actually signing for a team is very rare these days. But he's done very well to bag a Sauber spot. We'll see how he does. Didn't really show anything in the sprint, but of course, it doesn't really matter in the sprint. And it was a little bit chaotic as he's about 9 tenths down on pole. But that is still a good lap for a Sauber. That puts him around P13, P14. If he can chain up a good final sector as he comes towards the line. It's good enough for P14 and goes ahead of Tezza. So that says something. Finlay Smith on a great lap at the moment. Improves on his purple sector, second sector again. And we'll see where he can go as he crosses the line. Just improves a little bit, but still can't overthrow Paulo as he is also on a lap in the middle sector, but I don't think it's a very fast one at this current time. Marley there goes up into P13.
I see that quite interesting that Smith was able to do multiple laps and still be able to go faster. So maybe the track is getting more, would you say, acclimatized? Rubbered in.
Yeah, that's
so that the laps are going a lot faster no matter how much wear you've got now. He'll be over 5-6%, which is quite a bit in this game, to be honest.
Especially around this track.
Yeah.
As he invalidates as well. Red Bull having a proper torrid time at the moment as he spins round in fashion. Make sure to stay out of the way of that Sauber, buddy. And, well, that is his run done here. We will watch driver behind him, which is Ethan Taylor. He's on a slow lap. Can we actually get a driver who's not on a slow lap? Nathan just started his lap, so he should. Yes, he should be on a lap. Ow. Nathan may need to be moved up again. As he is about 4.5 tenths off, has now got a lovely slipstream from his teammate, as he can only go up to P6. That is still great for the Racing Bulls team. Yeah, I think Nathan needs to be moved up again. He doesn't need the season ban treatment, but he just needs to be, like, moved again.
According to Martin, he should.
Huh?
Martin said he should. I think we listened to Martin since he's the league owner.
Yeah. I'm trying to scran, by the way, so, like, can you talk as well?
Oh my.
Fire. As we watched on with one Sauber, we're now watching the other of Vortex. Had a pretty awful time in the sprint race, having an incident early on, so pushed him all the way down the order. We'll be hoping to change that around as we head. Oh my god, I actually thought he was coming in. As he crosses the line, it's good enough for P8. That's a great lap for him. Now we'll look at which one? We'll look at a Williams because he hasn't set a lap yet. So we'll see where Dwyer can go. Dwyer didn't. Yeah, Dwyer. Fuck knows. As he heads towards the line, his teammate currently P18. Williams not looking great at the moment. He crosses the line and he goes last. Very much last as well. Oh, that is very unfortunate. And I'm really sorry that I watched him. As Daniel Barker is finishing off his lap. Currently down in P17. But improving by quite a bit. It's about 6 tenths down at the moment. So we'll put him around P7, P8. We'll see where he can do. Can he get near his teammate? As he crosses the line, it goes P12. What is that final sector? I'm not being funny, but that's crazy. This guy must have the highest wings ever. Wow.
Oh, geez, I'm back.
I mean, that was an awful last sector, and it's literally just a straight. So that is fully his setup. What's it? Barker did a lap, and he was like 6 tenths down, I think, going into the final sector, and then ended like just the last sector was horrid.
Oh. Yeah, I finished my food. That's where I went.
Yippee!
I'm back. Have you finished yours?
Yeah, pretty much.
What did you have, Eagle?
I just had a chocolate orange. I had like half of one.
We were both just being fatties.
Yeah. I hadn't eaten,
I had ice cream.
and I was just like a little bit hungry, and I was like, I really need some food.
Chocolate mint clear.
Yeah.
That's what I get for my birthday and Christmas, and whenever I see it for cheap in the shop.
Yeah. I only really eat chocolate when I get given it. As Ryan now heads round to finish his lap. We've watched 2 of his laps now. As he finishes, can only go P16 still. Remains where he is. I think there was a little improvement, but not by much. And we start to see some of the bigger people do their laps. Salu, I believe, is finishing. Nope, he's doing a cooldown. A warm-up, sorry. Another warm-up.
Paulo's yet to come out, so he's going to be late of these the top 5 to come out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. As Nico is improving on the first sector at the moment. He's got enough time for another run after this as well, with a cooldown lap in between, so plenty of time. And he's decided to back out of this lap, so he'll probably do another cooldown, and then we'll head on to his proper last final lap.
Finley's just started a lap and he's got a bit of traffic, but
Yep,
this is Salu on a lap.
a lot of people starting to head out. I'm not really sure if this is a fast lap from Salu. He was not improving in the first sector, unless that's just because he has such a good first sector. No, I'm not sure.
He's not flashing, so I do think he is going.
Yeah.
Maybe just a slightly slower first sector.
Yeah, I think he's just not done a great first sector. It's a okay improvement in the second, going just a bit faster than his teammate. Can he salvage some of that time in this final sector? I'm not really sure on the wings he's running. We'll see how he compares. He's decided to pull into the pits, so he will not do another lap in this qualifying session. At least finish the lap.
Finlay Smith's going to get a toe. Finlay Smith's about to finish his lap and he's going to get a toe on this back straight.
Gets the final... no, he's not. He's a little bit too far back.
Oh yeah, true. He looked closer at the time.
This is his charge against pole position. He goes up into provisional pole position. Still a couple drivers to take it away with the likes of Paulo. Still yet to do his final lap. Wagner, this guy. This is one to watch as well in the fight for pole. Can he take it away at the last minute? No, he can't. Stays 4th position. And he'll be still pretty happy with that. Nico is slow on his lap. He did do a fast lap as well. Couldn't improve. Improved on that final sector heavy and goes up into P3. That final sector getting the fastest final sector as well. So that was clearly a very quick final sector.
Yeah, he got
Hazy
good toe,
now.
it looked.
Sorry?
It looked like he got a really good toe from that traffic in front. It's literally only down to Paulo really to take pole position.
Yep, as Level will be next across the line in the Red Bull. Currently P9, P10 for the two Red Bulls. They are not having a great time here. He crosses the line, goes up into P6. That's so much better. Where can his teammate head up to? He can go P5. That's so much better for the Red Bull team. Of course, lots of drivers can still take it away. One man that can take away pole position is Paulo at the moment. We'll see how his lap's currently doing as the checkered flag is now out. Paulo, one of the drivers that can definitely take away this pole position away from Finlay. Can he do it against his rival? He can't. He's slower on his lap and he stays P2. Nico is not on another lap. Wagner coming in. Level, of course, just finished his lap. We're going to watch Nathan finish his lap because he's been doing very well at the moment so far. Marley there goes up into P12. Where can Nathan put his racing balls? It's still P10. Not as good as the sprint. And there at the last minute, Hazy there goes up into P9 in the Haas. And Finlay Smith now takes pole position for the main race where it matters. And I'm sure that Paulo will be hoping to send one on him into turn one no matter what. As we wait.
Yeah, but saying that, you'd think Nico maybe try to help out his teammate. Salu maybe try and help out his teammate because it's very close for the two title rivals and then the two teammates that want to help in the constructors as well.
Yep. As Williams get P19,
and
P20, both qualifying sessions. It's
not looking good for
it's
them.
a struggle for Williams at the moment, really, isn't it? Tezza all the way down in P17. Riley as well, after a great sprint race, P16.
Yeah, I was just looking at the standings between McLaren and Mercedes. 55 points is the gap between McLaren and Mercedes. So if there's one DNF here, or maybe a double DNF for McLaren, and Mercedes get a 1-2, that will just be gone nearly. But that's highly unlikely. So as it stands, I do believe McLaren will win this constructors, but it's never over until the last race, is it?
Yep, anything
No
can
other team
happen
are in it, because
over the next couple races.
no other team are in it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think Ferrari are going to be able to make up 146.
Ferrari have been struggling with like one of their drivers and have only recently got like Wagner, who's been doing very well. So it's like,
Yeah,
they're struggling a little bit. Ferrari having an awful time across the board, really. Div 3, they were dominating, and now they're sort of struggling a little bit with the added competition. Div 2, they're struggling against Mercedes and McLaren. And Div 1, of course, P7. Ferrari's season.
that is just not good enough for Ferrari.
Going from winning Division 1 last season down to 7th place is crazy. But I'm sure Ferrari team are trying their best to sort that out. And, I mean, you could just call this a rebuild season and you know, go from there. And I reckon even next season, if you just say we're building for the next game, that's a good strategy. Even though the lineups will get reset at the end of the next season.
Yeah, the problem is though with that rebuild for the season after for the new game, will Ferrari be competitive? We're still yet to know, to be honest.
Yeah, kind of forget that it's not a given that they'll be like 4th fastest.
Yeah, the rumours are Mercedes will be the fastest by a long time, but will other teams do what Mercedes have done? Will Mercedes get like stopped for what they're trying to do? It's all time will tell, to be honest.
These are all rumours as well. We literally won't know until round 1.
Yeah. Will EA do a classic EA or not?
I mean, the cars were never updated for this year at all. Like, Sauber were not the worst car. Like, no chance.
Alpine were.
Yeah.
Williams have an awful performance for what they should be.
Yeah, it's the performance of the bottom like couple, and Red Bull were definitely not. I mean, to be fair, by the end of the season, Red Bull were a bit more like close to McLaren, so it's okay. They don't need
Yeah.
to adjust them. But like Mercedes were a lot closer. Yeah, the game's performance
It's hard for him to
is
do
very
Red Bull.
different.
It's very hard for him to do Red Bull with
With
such a difference between the two cars
yeah,
that they have.
Ethan
But yeah,
Taylor
you'd expect
starting
Williams
on
to
the
probably be the
softs,
fifth.
and
Oh,
Nico has
we've got a
spun
spinning Nico.
round.
That's a way to warm up your tyres.
Formation lap.
Yeah. But yeah, Williams should be like the fifth fastest car.
In this,
I know they're
yeah.
not.
This year they should be
Yeah,
fifth,
Aston
and then
Martin are over Racing.
sixth should be Racing Bulls, 100%. I think.
I don't think so.
No, wait. Yeah,
I think Sauber.
no. Sauber are like seventh, eighth.
6 or 7.
Racing Bulls have a podium. We have a lucky one. Like, yeah,
Yeah, but they were more consistent other than Isaac Hadjar because of the standout season he had.
yeah, I guess.
He got Rookie of the Year for crying out loud. Like the whole of motorsport.
Oh, I just saw that Edward said Eagle effect, bro. Remember who signed you? Remember who brought you in, bro? It wasn't.
Hey, that's what I
probably
literally
me,
said to you, Eagle.
I didn't see this. I didn't hear this either.
When you literally said, what's it called? When you
When they
said
were-
about they're doing a rebuild, I said it's because they lost Eagle.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Of course you didn't. Well, this is going to be a bit of a compromise for the Mercedes working together if they were to into the first corner, with Nico having to deal off with Salu due to how far back he is, and he's still got that grass
Look at
on
that
his
grass
tyres.
here.
Hey, you might call in Spanish with a gracias.
You are starting because I did the sprint.
I'm not. Gotta go sort something. Yeah.
It's down to you, bud.
Here we go, the formation lap has finished. The lights are turning on. It's 5 red lights in a glitchy way. It's lights out and away we go. Finlay Smith seems to get the best of the starts of everybody. And that Red Bull's had an incredible start. Salu's going to look to dive up the inside. We're watching Finlay Smith, but Nico's thinking of a move around the outside of Paulo. Couldn't do so, and now Salu's all over the back of Nico. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen. A Ferrari's round. That's Tezza and Adam Locke. But here comes Salu up the inside of Nico. A bit of shoving, and Salu maybe has forced Nico off. I don't know if he had not given enough room. But the Red Bull's now all over Nico. But Nico's now looking for the move back on William Salu. Can he go for the move? No, he can't. And then a bit further back, Hazy's making the moves up the positions up into 8th, and that's Nico trying to get round the outside of Salu again. Couldn't do so, and here comes Tazio thinking of a move. It doesn't look like anything will happen.
That was a risky move from Tazeo. Really just trying to clutch at straws at a move there. That was definitely not going to happen. But now he is under pressure from Wagner as well. Hazy up into P8 from P9. Level having a bit of a poor start. Are we going to see a move from Wagner? I don't think so, as the front two have kind of pulled away after these guys are fighting. As you see Hazy... oh, sorry. It's...
Quite a few people are asking for Salu to give the place back.
Really?
I wasn't sure, to be honest, with what happened. Because apparently when Nico went wide,
Tezza retires in the pits after the one lap. The incident with Adam clearly just... And that is another DNF for Ferrari. They are, again, as I said, they are not very good this season. As we watch on with the other Ferrari.
Be bad for him. Who's getting fired, Mark? Why's Mark said Ferrari's getting fired?
I think he means the Ferrari CEO.
Oh, yeah, sack him. Bring back Eagle.
I can't because of FIA.
Who cares? Give it, don't give it to the guy that started asking weird stuff in DMs. Give the arrow. He seems like a good guy.
As it's all tight up front between the top two, everyone setting fastest lap as that kind of scrolls down. As further behind, level there, going side by side with Sorry, that's Nathan. Level went past Van der Sar, and then Nathan kind of followed him through as well. He might be a little bit under pressure, but I think he's okay as the other Racing Bull's there, starting his own little train. As Skunker makes a move with wing damage as well on Daniel Barker. They're going to be side by side. Skunker will be wanting to stay on the track, and he does. Gets back past. That wing damage is really slowing him down, though. I'm not sure what that was caused by, but that's...
Yeah, he's had a great start, though, Skunker, up to P14. He was in 19th to start with, I believe.
Yeah, but the wing damage is going to really affect him.
Yeah, but he's not a bad driver, Skunker. We've seen that in the past. I believe he got a podium with Kick Sauber last season in Belgium. Apparently there's full pile up in turn 1 according to Tezza.
I saw 2 drivers, so...
Yeah, I saw 2 drivers.
As everyone's kind of neat and tidy out front. Seems like they're all kind of calming it down. The tyre wear is a little bit excessive here if you want to go for the 1-stop, which I think most drivers should go for, apart from Ethan Taylor. He should not go for that on the softs.
Oh, I think he should. Great driver, mate.
For shits and gigs.
He took a risk and it's worth it. McLaren, as we know, is the best 4-tyre wear.
Vortex is tucked right up behind Marley at the moment. So there's a yellow flag. I'm not sure who that is, if that was...
The Williams.
Yeah. As Adam decides to retire in the pits. As well, too much. Nope. The damage was done.
That will damage the Haas funds. They were bragging about having 90 million at the start of the season. They're down to 50, so they've lost. No, not start of the season, before the transfer window, sorry. So they're losing a bit of money. It's the Riley Edwards effect in full force.
Classic, really, innit? Vortex going to try and make a move on Marley. And he just can't do it. The straight line speed of Marley a little bit better than Vortex in the Sauber, and also the help of DRS for both of them. As, yep, there you go. He's gone. That's the Williams.
That's going to hurt Williams.
Another Williams DNF and a 10-second time penalty. Oh my god, the Haas! That's Adam Locke's retired car. Was like slowed down in the middle of on the racing line. That is insane. Vortex very well avoided. Jesus Christ. That's crazy, Edward.
Please tell me you've seen the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible. I'll give him that one. Paulo is trying to maybe get the move on Smith, but we're watching Salu on his teammate, hoping to get the move maybe. And help, maybe say, if I can have a go at Finlay, I might be able to get past, hold up, and you can go past me. But doesn't look like that's going to happen, as Paulo is more focused on going for this move on Finlay himself. We've got another DNF car that's in the middle of the track. I think he's probably pulled over to the side there though. Luckily, so we've had 3 DNFs in 6 laps. Which is not good, but Williams would be bankrupt right now, I believe, if it weren't for Will Lewis leaving.
Yeah, you have to think about Alpine at the moment because they're really balancing funds. But podium last time out will help them out a little bit. Poulet was closing in there on Finlay Smith and then just lost a little bit.
Yeah, his teammate's right at the back of him for a second then.
Yeah. As Riley moves up into P13, ahead of Ethan Taylor. Ethan Taylor on those very, very worn soft tyres. Let's actually find out how worn they are. 42% to be fair. He's doing really well to keep him
he made a bit of a mistake though. And here comes Skunker. Thinking of the move, but we'll go off that. It's alright, Eagle. We can go back off it.
I meant to click 14.
Yeah, I understand.
And loses the big...
Anyway, but Poulet may be going for the move.
Big snap. I think he's too far back.
Yeah, too far back. Just give us some
action. So look at this. We should be seeing Skunker make a move here. He's not been able to. It definitely seemed like he could have there, to be honest. As he's all out of shape and now he's really slowing down Skunker. Skunker needs a great exit through towards turn 4. It seems like
That's
a
what he's
done
got.
move. He's got the DRS though, so Ethan Taylor is really just holding on at the moment to that what's that, 14th place. Let's head back now to the
He's
leaders.
got no straight line speed, has Skunker. Either that or Taylor's got very good straight line speed. Because Williams isn't slow in a straight line, I know, in this
Yeah,
game.
it might just be the DRS. No, Williams are pretty bad. Oh no, it's bad on tyre. My bad.
Yeah, they're really good on straight line speed. They're like third fastest or something. Equal with Haas. So it's Ferrari, Ferrari, Kick, Williams and Haas.
As here we go
Here comes
towards
Paulo.
turn 1. Poulet sends it down the inside. Is Smith going to be able to leave him room? Yes, he does. Now Poulet needs to try and make the move stick towards turn 4. He's got a much better exit out of turn 3. He's pushing him along. 1/10 gap. He's going to try it round the outside. Is Finlay Smith going to do the same tactic that he pulled on him? He's not. And Poulet now takes the lead of the race away from Smith. That's
We see 3 people pit. Taylor, Skunker and Barker all into the pit.
Ethan Taylor being one of them, of course, from the softs. He's
gone onto
going
the medium.
onto the medium, right? He's doing a 2. As oh no, I think Level. What the hell? Level's made a big mistake there, and has dropped down. Was it Tazeo? Sorry, I don't know. I just saw.
I don't know.
Yeah, Hazy is up into P6 in the Haas. Of course, the Haas with the straight line speed is crazy around here. Has had a good race round here in division in season 5, I believe. It was a known race for a couple people, part of that Haas team. Not that they know it because they don't care about the history.
Yeah, not really. To be honest, Finlay Smith
Go on.
doesn't mind not winning this race. He'll want to win it, obviously, but coming second in every race, I believe he'll still win the championship.
Yeah, he is in a good position where he doesn't need to win everything, but
Once
does
he comes
just-
second,
yeah, does still need to
or just
perform.
a place behind. Ooh.
The problem it happens is that if there's a DNF, that is
Yeah.
going to cause issues. Because he's currently being pushed around by Salu, really. Maybe a little bit of tyre wear saving going on. As they're all very similar up the top there. Wagner using a little bit more than the rest. Being about, yeah, quite a bit off. Smith as well using a little bit more. As
Something's
this-
happened to Ryan.
Ryan spins round.
Oh, I didn't realise Tazeo got 10 seconds. Did you say that?
Yeah, I started to say it. As Smith no longer has DRS and now Salu is going to breeze past him. Coming second compared to Poulet is okay, but coming third is definitely not. Salu's going to be able to make the move easy there for Smith. Almost swipes across and hits his front wheel. And now towards down the straight. Both have DRS. Is Smith going to try and make the move down the inside into turn 4? They're side by side. We're going to see on the exit, oh, a little bit of contact. And now that puts Nico down the inside. Oh, he spun. Maybe Salu making a little bit, closing the gap a little bit. And Nico pulls down into P6. He's McLaren versus Mercedes. It's getting a bit heavy at the moment. As well, Finlay Smith escapes up back into P2, but now the gap between him and Poulet is a little bit large after that fight. That is well, Salu again being the one to cause the incident. This is a little bit crazy. Ooh, we may be seeing a move from Vortex here. Vortex on Riley, Marley, sorry, on Marley. Marley not got any
Marley, not Marley.
DRS.
Nice one.
Yeah, Marley not got any DRS down the inside, and it's gonna try and hold it actually. It's gonna not take it sitting down, and they're side by side round turn 3. Marley holding on to the move, And is going to get DRS as well. Has stolen DRS from Vortex. Vortex now under pressure from Ethan Taylor. Not Ethan Taylor, sorry. Nathan now makes contact. Is now fighting side by side with Nathan. They bang wheels again.
Ooh.
And Nathan's going to try and hold it round the outside through turn 7. But that is not a great opportunity there. And Vortex goes down to P10 outside of Marley's DRS. Somehow, after all that, Marley has come out the better of the three. There's a very good defensive move from Marley. Was very entertaining last time out in Mexico.
There's a good little battle there. There's a few battles happening right on this DRS straight. Maybe Salu's going to look for the move on Smith. First corner doesn't look like it, but it's happening up there. We're still watching this though, because
We just watch the fights, mate.
Karma, there was no fight.
Oh, Vortex, no! We just saw him come into the pits as well, and he gets a 10. So unlucky. Hazy is all over the back of Wagner. Move him up!
Yep, move him up. Goodbye. I love how you're just not watching the battle for second then.
Because they're not fighting, lads. They're not making a move. You know what you expect, really. Ooh, a little bit of mistake from Finlay Smith there. Little slide, maybe struggling with his tyres a little bit more now. Head down the straight, he's got a better exit than Salu though.
Doesn't look too off because he's
checked the weather there. It's looking pretty good. Salu, is he going to try and make a send down the inside? No, he's not. He's going to have to wait, and Wagner comes into the pits, the first of the top guys to make a pit stop. And is Salu going to be able to make the move on Smith into turn 4? He's got the DRS, he's got the slipstream. He's not going to be able to get past, and he has to hold on to P3. But Smith seems to be struggling at the moment.
Paulo seems to have a comfortable advantage, as you can see. Nico seems to be getting close to the Haas driver a bit further back. And there's a battle between, I believe, Tazeo and Riley happening just a bit further back as well. Tazeo having that 10 seconds mean he will drop out the points as it stands. It's all calm this race, to be honest. It's not as entertaining as Div 3 was yesterday when there was battles everywhere, and then Renz and Halios having battles. Halios would run away.
Salu pitting.
Oh, Salu in.
Marzi as well. Hazy, sorry, as
Marzi?
well. I said like Marzi. Nico with a 10.
Seconds.
These drivers can't slow down.
No, same was happening in Div 3 yesterday. A lot of 10 seconds being chucked around. I personally don't think Brazil is that hard to slow down for. The exit is a different matter, so I forget to get off my phone and drive straight into the wall, but
Just going to your phone for a pit stop is crazy.
it was just a fun league. The person in front of me did the exact same thing.
Vortex making the
We're
move
messaging on
up
the
into P14 there, getting past Ethan Taylor. Nico has lost the position to Hazy in the... No, sorry, was behind already because of the incident. As Tazeo and Nathan side by side, the sister teams, both in white, is impossible. Tazeo under... Oh, I think has just made the move up into P6. As the leaders come into the pits now, Poulet and Smith releases Van der Saan into the lead. Wouldn't have said that.
I think this is the first time we've seen him leading, to be honest.
I don't know. Don't keep track. Level up into P2. Of course, very different strategies going on here. As we check the pit stops, and you can see Tazeo is actually probably in the best position. Don't know how suddenly he's so far ahead with that undercut.
Incredible undercut, that is.
Heavy
That
undercut.
looks like Finlay Smith's going to come out behind Hazy.
Yes, the undercut is crazy round here. That was only one lap, and actually fighting here for P5, Riley and Wagner. Riley going to make the move down here, or hold the move, sorry, down the inside. Wagner trying round the outside. He's actually really doing well to hold it. Riley all over the place, very squirrely, and Wagner just needs to make that final push, and now Salu follows him through as well. Riley about to lose 3 positions with the Haas as well. Oh, there's contact, and the Haas gets caught as well. Hazy gets caught. Riley has just caused carnage for these guys, really slowing down Nico. Finlay Smith is very lucky that he is out of this fight. No, he's not, sorry. Finlay Smith is in this fight. What the hell? Sorry.
He was the one that got advantage from that, somewhat.
As
But
Finlay Smith,
it was Riley's fault there.
I'm not sure. I think there was a little bit of contact. It was kind of all 3 of them really. And Finlay Smith makes the move. Nico makes the. Bro, I've clicked the wrong number. Nico there makes the move on Hazy, and gets a 3-second as well, but moves up into 7th position. Can now try and defend Finlay Smith from Hazy a little bit.
Finlay Smith's got to try and catch up to Salu if he wants any of a chance of beating one of the McLarens. Try and keep himself with a steady lead in the championship, because as it stands he'll be, I believe, 4th when all the pits happen. I believe Wagner's pit, so that will be good for him, as he'll drop 13 points on Paulo.
That undercut is so... I forgot the undercut was so good here. And Wagner has really gained from that undercut. Like, that undercut has helped him heavy. And he's now got Salu charging down behind him.
Salu won't go for the move here, I don't believe. No, it's too far back. But if he gets a good enough exit, he will be able to go for the move into the corner where him and Nico had a bit of contact on the first lap, not in the first lap. It's level though. Gets to sector 3, and there goes Salu. Makes it look easy through into turn 4. Finlay Smith just in the back end of that, but these two are the main fight, because Wagner will not give up without a fight. As you can see, does seem to be dropping off from that incredibly fast McLaren that will have the tyre wear advantage, because Wagner pit quite early on in this race compared to the others. Well, Finlay Smith now looking to maybe go for the move on Wagner himself, try and follow Salu through on this lap, but as we know, Wagner will have the DRS, and Wagner's actually closer to Salu than Smith is to Wagner. So will we see Wagner repay the favour to Salu and say, here's my position in P4, as Paulo's overtaken Tozeo, which we didn't realise, and all that, but it doesn't look like Wagner will go for it this time. Maybe on the second DRS straight he'll go for it. Here, coming out of turn 3 we go on this DRS straight into turn 4. It doesn't look like he's close enough. What did you say?
Just can't get a little bit far back. Just can't get close enough.
No, I think tyre wear's coming into a benefactor here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. To the fact that Tozeo is actually in a legitimate P2 at the moment is crazy.
Yeah, don't forget that time penalty though will drop him back a bit. Drop him down into 8th, I believe. No, a bit further than that. Yeah, no, 8th. But not over yet, as Finlay Smith's going to be looking to make the move on Wagner here. The man that was dominating D3 got moved up for being too fast. He doesn't seem to be too slow here in Division 2, as Finlay Smith fought for the inside, defended the inside, did Wagner. Smith moves to the outside, they're still going side by side. Finlay Smith goes to the inside, and now it turns to the outside and Wagner stays ahead. He's going to look for it though on this straight. They've both got DRS, it's about who's got the better wings. Finlay Smith thinks of it of them inside and changes his mind.
I can't believe after
Is he
all
just
that
behind?
Wagner held that position. That was very well defended by the Ferrari driver, and now Finlay Smith has got his teammate kind of pushing him along, saying like, hurry up, come on mate, I want to have a chance. Of course, at the
He's got
moment,
that 13 seconds.
yeah, the points difference at the moment between Poulet and Finlay Smith really does drag Poulet back into the fight properly. This is shaping up to be a
Yeah,
great race
Paulo
for the
missed one
McLaren
race
driver,
as
but
well. Finlay Smith tried to capitalise the best he could in that race. He scored 31 points out of a possible 33. You can't say he didn't do
there
the
you
best
go.
in that
Poulet's now
race.
taken the race lead as well. And now it's all down to Finlay Smith to salvage something in this race. Of course, I mean, Wagner and Teseo running a little bit of a different strategy to him with a little bit of an early pit stop. So maybe we might see them come in again. And I'm really not sure who's going to make the move here. It's going to be Wagner on Salu, or Smith on Wagner, Nico on Smith as well. It could be anyone.
Yeah, the problem for the likes of Smith and Nico is they're stuck behind Wagner, and if he can't make the move on Salu, then there's no chance of those two making the move on Salu, and it's a lot harder to make the move on Wagner with that DRS assistance.
Yeah,
Wagner's in best position here for this train. Get the move. So not gaining on Teseo. Teseo's actually within DRS of Van der Sant, who
yeah, Van der
should be
Sant
pushing
has
this
not
next
pit
lap.
yet, so
Yeah. Van der Sant still stays out until lap 21. Here's the chance for Wagner to go for it, otherwise Finlay Smith will come knocking at his door. He thinks about the move, he's trying to go for it, couldn't get there quick enough.
Needs a good exit here compared to Salu. I think he's got a better one of Smith. It's now just about Salu ahead, really. And you just can't close in enough.
Seems to be struggling to catch up here. Didn't seem to have the best of exits. But, yeah. All a little bit close. This is just giving Paulo the win at this point, unless a late safety car came out. Like we saw in Division 3, with a DNF on track causing the safety car to come out. Kind of helped Rennes with the win, so Mercedes would be hoping for another safety car saviour maybe. Elias did have that massive advantage, and then Rennes was able to regain and made the overtake into the pits, which was incredible for Rennes. And he only had Tom Yates ahead, who was on a lot older tyres, so he meant that could happen. And then Elias managed to overtake him, gain a gap, disconnected, caught back up, got a gap, disconnected, and then Rennes got the win eventually. So Mercedes had the fortune yesterday, they'll be hoping for it again. Look at the tyres of Van der Sant though, 70%.
It's done well though, can't lie.
Yeah, very well, 22 laps on those horrible tyres. An average about 3% a lap, so it's not too bad. Well, 3.2% a lap. No, 3.3. Vortex gets 3 seconds. Not seen many 3 seconds in this race, only 3 drivers have got them. 4 drivers, sorry. Both Saubers do, so that's not good for their money. 60 grand is 60 grand, well that's 120 grand actually. Sauber only 7 million, I believe. That's not taken into account yesterday's race. Can't remember how it went, to be honest.
Finally Van der Sant pits.
Oh yeah. So we see more of a who is the top 10, because Teseo will drop down 10 seconds, Nico will drop down 13 seconds. He'll come out still in 7th, I believe, just about, no, drop down.
I think Teseo will pit again.
Yeah, probably will. But maybe he can't afford to with that 10 seconds. Gotta just try and stick it out. Because really sure. Nico's in no man's land really for his championship fight because he's 84 points off his teammate who's at the top of the championship, and nearly he's 84 points off Paulo, and that means he's I give up, I've lost my head.
Well, I don't even know what you're on about.
And he's 22 points ahead of Salu.
Can see a move. Finlay Smith running outside of Wagner.
Can he do it this time? He had a bit of a slide then. He's going to try and look to sneak. Can't do the sneak. Tries again here because Wagner won't have DRS. As Tazeo and Salu swap, it's a 1-2 for McLaren now, and Finlay Smith makes the move. We saw the new Mercedes revealed today.
That's been
a
couple laps coming, really, isn't it? That overtake.
Yeah.
It's finally Finlay Smith finally gets away, and now he just needs to close back onto Tazeo, who should, I reckon, will pit again.
He's going to try and hold up Salu, trying to hold on to that position as long as he can, most likely, which will allow Finlay Smith back in, and that has allowed Finlay Smith back in nearly. There's not even been fighting. He's just seeming to struggle a bit, Tazeo. If he doesn't get DRS on Salu, he may be a sitting duck to Smith. I think he just about gets it. Yeah. So, Tazeo's got another lap to try and hold into the DRS of Salu, who's nowhere near his teammate, but just trying to hold on to P2 to help his teammate in his championship fight, and try and help him catch Nico in the championship fight. Because I don't think anybody else in between Nico and Salu are actually driving anymore.
Ugh.
Is Andrew still in the division or?
No.
No. So yeah.
Wait, Andrew? As in Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's still in the division. He's just not racing today.
Yeah. I think he said like Andre. Sorry.
No, Andre got moved straight back up. A fraud.
Two Saubers, 16th and 17th, and they're coming out together.
Get grip.
They are not doing very well, honestly. They are.
No.
Yeah, Sauber.
Poor Eagle.
They've had some good races though this season, but they're looking a bit timid at the moment.
Oh, I thought that was a slide then. Apologies.
Looking at Alpine, they look like they're having a pretty good race at the moment in P9 and P12. Marley under a little bit of pressure, but has dealt with it well so far. Started 13th, up to 9th.
They'll get money for finishing, and he gets more for being in the points, but he might drop down to 10th here, but no. Nathan has to stay behind. I believe Smith will be able to make the move on Tazeo this lap, but we're watching this battle. Can Nathan get the move on Marley now? He's got no ERS. No. DRS doesn't help. Marley must have a big ERS advantage over Nathan. He can stay ahead. Actually, I believe it's there. There he. Yeah, look at that. Marley has 50% on Corkin. Here we go. If we move on to this front battle, we should be seeing Smith making the move on to Zeo. And maybe Wagner joining in. It's alright, Eagle. Oh, Tazeo's pit.
Yeah, Inu's coming. Yeah, Tazeo will drop down quite a little bit here.
10 seconds as well. And pitting. I think he'll come out around where Riley is. In the 12th. But here comes Van der Sant and Nathan. Can they go for the moves this time? Nathan can't. Van der Sant thought of it but didn't go for it.
Ooh!
There's a yellow flag. That's an Aston Martin. That's Barker's had a bit of a blunder.
Nathan tried to go for the move on Marley there. That was not happening. And now he's under full pressure. He's lucky not to be spun round as well. And now he's under full pressure from Van der Sant, who is on the better tyres as well. Of course, did that hard to medium. And these three.
Right about
Teseo down to
Right,
P12.
just below Marley. Smith, as you can see, is managed to gap Wagner, so Wagner's tyres wearing and Smith not having the dirty air in front is helping him, and Nico's thinking of the move, but look at that tyre wear. Wagner's not got that much more.
Honestly,
There's only
Wagner's
9%.
done well.
Very well. It's not the same nearly as Hazy, who's in no man's land, and Barker's had another blunder and down to last of the finishers as it stands. Still 8 laps to go, anything can happen, and this battle's continuing.
There you
Nathan's
go,
going to
Nathan.
move on Elijah Marley. Can do it, can't do it. Can do it. Can't do it. Can do it. Can do it. They've made the move on Elijah Marley. And here comes Daniel van der Sant thinking of going for it as well. Marley's going to have the DRS, I believe. No, both of them don't have DRS. Obviously the game being incompetent, like usual, means Marley...
Van der Sant!
No, he can't go 3 wide. Me and my teammates have tried that before. Let's just say all 3 of us ended up in a wall.
Yeah, 3 into 1 does not go around that corner, and I'm very glad. Yeah, I'm very glad they didn't go for that move. Van der Sant very smart there. He did have to run though. He really did have to run. And we've had a great front row seat for this fight. As there you go, Nico. Yeah, just made the move. 13-second of penalties. He's going to drop him around P7, so Hazy will get P5 at the moment as it stands, which is a great result for him.
Found him! Sorry.
Nice.
Jumping.
There's Nathan there making the move on Marley again. We're going to watch on board because this was a nice shot. We've seen this literally about a lap ago. There's a little bit of contact.
Ooh,
Nathan gets run onto the curb. Always comes back on in front of Daniel. As Daniel now tucks in behind Marley. Is he going to make the move into turn 4? He's going to wait it out. But he's made the move on Nathan. That's the main part.
Got that run again through there, but backs off. Doesn't want to go too wide. And he's just playing the complacent game. He knows he's in the points. Doesn't want to do anything too stupid, I think, because he is one of the highest scorers for the lower field. He's 10th in the championship on 45 points. That's the thing, Charlotte Perkins isn't racing today either, is she?
Both Red Bulls,
main Red Bull drivers aren't driving. Tezeo's only got 2 points in his RFC career. And that was round 2 at Bahrain. And he's DNF'd in Saudi, DNF'd in Netherlands, and DNF'd in Mexico.
You're going to see Van der Sant here easily try and get past Marley. Marley burning quite a lot as they go down the inside into turn 1. And Van der Sant there finally gets through and up into P8. And now can try and pull away from these guys.
Yeah, Van der Sant's having a great race in P8. I don't believe he will be able to move up anywhere as Marley goes to the move round the outside. Goes onto the curb and can't keep the position there, but yeah, I don't think these lot will be able to benefit off Nico's time penalties at all.
No, they're way too far out, so
yeah, this battle doesn't help. And Hazy and Level Up are having a bit of a scrap as well, a bit further up. Here, will we see the move by Level Up on Hazy, the battle of the 2 white cars? 3 different types of white cars in this race. And that'll be more confusing if we have a livery like this next season, with the Haas being a full white car as well.
yeah.
Because Racing Bulls is also white.
I think Cadillac's
But it is
going
a
to be
lovely
white.
livery. Cadillac better not be white.
I think it is. Saw a small leak about it. Nathan makes a move on Marley.
Williams.
Lower back. And we'll look back at Level.
There's a proper fight for 13th there between Skunker and the 2 Staubers, I've just noticed. They're all a lot closer a second ago. Here's Nathan thinking of the move. No, not Nathan. Apologies. Level Up, looking for the move on Hazy. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen of this. Smith hasn't been able to catch Salu, so it looks like it's going to be a 1-2 for the two McLarens with 5 laps to go. Only 2 laps left until the safety car window shuts. We've actually just started a new lap, so it's 2 laps. 1 lap, sorry. Lap 33 will be the last one. No, this is the last lap. Oh, I've lost my head. But level up getting really close to the rear end of Hazy, trying to take 6th place, which would level up to 5th. See what I did there?
I hate this.
He's going to look for the move up the inside. Oh, I didn't realise Hazy's got damage on that end plate, so it's making it a lot harder for them to stay ahead of Level Up, and Level Up finds their way through into P6 as Marley overtakes Nathan.
These two again fighting.
Yeah, Van der Sant, like you said, has been able to run away. But Nico's managing to speed up at the moment, and if Level Up and Hazy keep battling, it might allow Nico to run away. I don't think he's got enough time, to be honest.
Who, sorry?
Nico. I don't think he's got enough time to run away from this battle.
Oh, no chance.
No. But if they do keep battling aggressively, they might, because he's not too slow at the moment, Nico. Got a bit of pace about him. If he can catch up to his teammate, he will be able to get a slip off him. You know Finlay's not slow. It's the reason he's in the championship battle. Here's Hazy. Doesn't look like they're close enough to level up. Looks like it will stay the same. P6 for level up and P7 for Hazy, but that was a bit of a mistake from Nathan and getting on the curb. And here comes Elijah Marley looking for the move. Easy move by the Alpine driver. It's a lovely battle for 9th here, but Nathan's not going to give that up, as we know. Doesn't look like anything's going to come of this, though. And this has actually allowed Tazeo to come in and maybe get a point. He's only got 2 points in his RFC career in 4 races, all for Red Bull. So a move here can get him onto 3, and maybe one extra move can get him to double his RFC points tally. He looks around the outside, can't make it go. Yeah, this battle actually is allowing Nico to run away. He's 10 seconds away. He only needs to gain an extra 3 seconds. Gain 2 seconds that lap. As here comes the moves. Will we see anything change between these two, the Red Bull and the Racing Bulls? The battle of the sister teams. It's going to go 3-1 to the first corner. No, it's not. It's going to go too wide.
Oh, 3
Tazeo's looking for the
seconds.
move. He can't get anything. 3 seconds given to Tazeo. And that's going to cost him to try and stay in this fight. Tazeo fought the move. Can't get it on Elijah Marley. Here comes Nathan. Going to look for the move, maybe.
Ooh.
Yes, he will. Oh, contact! It looks like Tazeo just shut the door. Which, Nathan will not be happy about. Tazeo still side by side with Marley, if we can flick onto that. Or not. Tazeo does get the move on Marley, so he's gonna have to get that 3-second advantage, and maybe a bit extra if that is reported by Nathan and maybe given a penalty. Not too sure, that's up to the FIA. But as it stands, he just needs to get that 3-second gap to make the move on Marley to keep P9 and keep P10 from Nathan, who's he's only 2 seconds ahead of. There's another second gain by Nico that lap. He's pushing that car and he's nearly within DRS of his teammate. But yellow flags, that is the Sauber of Vortex having a bit of a blunder there. It's all getting a bit on edge now, this race.
So we hadn't run up on the lap, so...
There. Yeah. I believe Hazy's getting a bit close to level up. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen there. Will we see Nico get into the DRS of his teammate if Smith drops back? Doesn't look like it. Paulo will win this race as we're on the final lap of the race.
Nico's done as much as he can, but he will not be able to get away, I don't believe, unless something controversial happens. Wagner's just in no man's land here in P5. Just had a good race, went for the alternative strategy, and it's worked for him, to be fair. He's gained up a few places. I believe he started 6th, had a few drop of places at the start, and he's managed to recover it with a good undercut. Yeah, good knowledge. Paulo, though, coming round the final few corners to finish off Sector 2. And now round turn 12 and the little kinks of corners 13, 14 and 15. Maybe 16. No, just 15. He's gonna go do it again in the Chrome Papaya. It's Paulo for the win. And here comes his teammate William Salu for a 1-2 finish. It's William Salu to get second, and now Finlay Smith, the Mercedes, he comes third. Nico comes fourth, he's got 10 seconds and an extra 3. Wagner will take fourth off him, so he goes to fourth. Nico down to fifth. Level Up will take that place off Nico, he'll go into fifth. Nico to sixth, and Hazy will not get ahead of Nico.
Van der Sar, a great
Van der Sar,
race to
what
get
a
P8.
race. Tazeo gets 9th, gap in Marley. Marley will be 10th. And Nathan just misses out on the points, final points paying positions. He gets 11th. Riley, the owner of RFC in the Alpine, will get 12th. Great race from him. Alpine doing quite well, trying to stay afloat. Williams, despite starting in 19th, Skunker will finish 6 places higher in P13. Ryan in 14th, Taylor in 15th, Vortex in 16th, and rounding off the final 17, Barker is there. That was a decent race, to be fair. Wasn't as jam-packed as Division 3, but definitely a lot cleaner, as we know. Few little contacts, but you're always going to expect that. It's racing, for God's sake. What do you think, Eagle?
What?
Of the race?
It was pretty good. Calmed down a lot by the end.
Yeah, definitely.
There you are, Paulo. Fastest lap, 2nd place. It doesn't get like a nice first place pole position, but wouldn't be a Grand Slam anyway. It was a good result for everyone involved. Level doing very well in his debut in Red Bull, considering he started 8th, going up to 5th place is a great result for him. Of course, we see the DNFs at the bottom, and I'll very quickly. There you go.
We doing interviews, Eagle?
No, I'm watching trailers, I can't lie. But that is it, guys.
Oh, we finished for Division 1, Division 2, 3. Got there eventually. Oh, we got the interviews on the screen. But yeah. Send us off, Eagle.
Well, that is the end of the Brazilian Grand Prix, of course, sprint weekend. And we have 3 races, I believe, to go of the season remaining. And, well, the Div 2 title is still up for grabs. A great haul of points for Paulo will help him in his title hunt. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button, of course. And comment down below what your favourite moment was